What's good? What's good? It's your boy Jshad from the Behind the Bench Network. Welcome. Wanted to make a quick little video, get my 2 cents on the NBA Finals and what I expect, and who I have winning. So with that said, I got Dallas winning by 20 in one of these games. Probably in Boston, because Kyrie and Luka loves to play on the road, and Kyrie gonna get a lot of motivation playing in Boston. If you already know, you know. And Luka's gonna get a whole lot. You think you're Larry Bird from the Boston fans. So I expect those two to, sometime in the series, that they both go over 35 points. They're capable of doing it. There's nobody on Boston that could guard Luka or Kyrie. Nobody. Now, a lot of people might say, they got Drew Holiday. There's a reason why Milwaukee let go Drew Holiday. There's a reason why. And it's because Drew Holiday is not the player that you hear everybody talk about on YouTube, social media, all these ex-players. Look, man, they buddy, they friends. If they like you, they like you. If they don't like you, then they'll talk about you. Other than that, Drew Holiday don't have no enemies in the NBA. So it takes a person like me to come out and say, if you've been really watching Drew Holiday, he's not the same player defensively. Meaning, when he have to guard elite talent, he gets cooked. Now, somebody might say, well, that's anybody. No, not necessarily. Drew Holiday, he lets his pride get in the way. He's the type that could be getting baked, be getting cooked, slow cooked, and instead of letting somebody else guard him, he wants to keep the assignment. So anytime Drew Holiday is guarding Luka or Kyrie, it's not going to be a good matchup, and he's going to get baked, and he's going to get exposed. Now, if Luka's guarding like a Tim Hardaway or something like that, then he could do a decent job. But I got the Mavericks in 6, and I just don't think Tatum and Brown can match the point totals of Luka and Kyrie. And if you've been following the Boston Celtics for the past 6 years, they play dumb basketball. They shoot a lot of threes, and they're going to die by those threes. Dallas is going to play their type of basketball. They ain't going to need to make no changes until they lose. But even if they do lose by, let's say it's a close game, under 5 points, under 6 points, they're not going to have to make no changes. A lot of people's bringing up Porzingis. Porzingis is nice, but I don't see Porzingis getting 19, Brown getting 25, and Tatum getting 30, which is honestly the recipe for a great team. When you got 3 of those type of caliber players, a number 1 averaging anywhere between 28 to 32 points, a number 2 giving you anywhere between 19 and 24 points, and a number 3 giving you anywhere between 13 and 17 points. Consistent people. And then the rest of the players, they just got to play defense, and whatever you could get from them is always a bonus. So if Al Horford makes like 4 threes or 5 threes in one game, that's a bonus because he's not making 5 threes every game. He's not averaging 15 points a game. You see what I'm saying? Night in and night out. But that's another key reason why I believe all Dallas have to do is when Horford's in the game. If he's closing the game out or if he's starting the game, we don't know yet until we watch tonight's game because Porzingis is back. They just got to keep a man on Horford and don't give him no open threes. Horford's not going to dribble and then pull up on somebody and shoot a three. He's more of a catch and shoot guy. And if you could eliminate that catch and shoot, then Dallas has a real big chance of winning the series. Now, how do Boston win the series? They got to hope Kyrie has one of those bad shooting nights that he's only giving you anywhere between 17 and 24. That's not going to be enough. Kyrie got to be averaging at least 26 to 30 to have a chance. On top of that, their bigs got to be giving you at least double figures. One of their bigs got to give you at least double figures. And PJ Washington, he's going to be PJ Washington and Tim Hardaway Jr. are going to be the X factors. Whatever they can give you, if they're giving Dallas anywhere past 13 or past 14 points a game, 13 or 14 points, and if they both could equal 13 or 14 points a night, they'll win this series. But if Tim Hardaway only give you 10 and PJ's giving you 11, that's not enough. They need those two to average and be consistent every game, giving Dallas at least 13 or 14 points a game. But if Boston can hold them and Drew Holiday could guard one of those players and you know, hold them to under 13, 14 points, then Boston has a good chance. And I do believe Tatum's going to have a 40 piece in one of these games to win. And if he gets a 40 piece and they don't win, then Dallas is just a better team. Brown needs to get a game where he's getting a 30 piece. And it might take one game for Brown and Tatum to get a 30 piece each. And if they could do that, then they have a real shot of winning the title. If they don't shoot themselves out of the game by shooting so many threes. If they don't shoot so many threes, they have a chance to win. But if they're shooting 40 threes a night, they're going to lose. They better be red hot, and if they're going to shoot 40 threes, they better have a game where they made 23, 24 of them. Because if not, they're going to be going home. And I believe Boston got home court, and I believe Dallas is going to steal game one. And Boston will tie up. They'll go back to Dallas. Dallas will win 3. And then Boston will lose in game 4. And come back to Boston in game 5. I'm sorry. It's going to go like this. Dallas in 6. It's going to go Dallas first game, Boston second game. Dallas third game. Boston fourth game. Dallas game 5 in Boston. And Dallas game 6 in Dallas. And that's going to be the series. That's how I look at it. That's how I see it. I gave you some X factors. I gave you how both teams can win, what I expect from the stars of the team. And I didn't even get into, Ivory and everybody else. But like I said, whatever they give you is a plus. But if Kyrie and Luka is averaging 30 points this series, and they explode in one of these games where they both go over 35 points, Dallas is going to win the series. And it's going to take Boston for Brown to at least average 26 points a game, with Tatum averaging 30-some points a game. If it's 31, if it's 30, if it's 33, whatever he's capable. But if he's settling for jump shots, it's gonna be a long series. But if he's attacking the rim and using his height and making easy shots and mid-range, Boston will win. Dallas got to keep Horford off the three, and they got to make it hard for. They got to put a Kyrie and Porzingis or Luka and make it hard for Porzingis to guard one of them in a pick and roll. And if they could do that, they'll win the series. I'm not going to make a long video. It's about 11 minutes right now. Shout out to the bench crew. Check their videos out. It's your boy, Jshad, with my NBA Finals prediction. And until then, I'm out.